Hello again, Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest version of This Week in Kingston. Excuse me, a lot going on today and this weekend in Kingston. Hopefully everybody's going to be able to get out and enjoy some of the nice weather. We had some really good news during the past week where the acquisition of the Winthrop Street property that will be on the town meeting warrant was the cost to the town was lessened by the awarding of a $400,000 grant from the state of Massachusetts. So half of the cost of the Winthrop Street property will be funded through a state grant, which is fantastic. So that the cost to the town of Kingston and the community preservation funds will only be $400,000 rather than $800,000. So it'll be interesting to see how people feel about that and whether or not that acquisition is supported at town meeting. Excuse me. Speaking of town meeting, town meeting is going to be held again on the 16th of November at the intermediate school. Right now, currently, our draft warrant is 21 articles long. Just some housekeeping things, not a lot of monetary items. Obviously, we have the Winthrop Street property for $800,000. We also have a request to pay off a short-term borrowing for the wastewater department of $1.6 million, but we're going to use that out of money that's already been raised by the wastewater department. So there's some small articles money-wise, but nothing really significant there. But hope people take the time out to come in on the 16th. It's on a Tuesday night. As I mentioned, it's at the intermediate school. One thing that we're going to start making people aware of as much as possible is masks will be required at this point at the intermediate school. So people will need to bring masks. If you don't have one, we'll provide one to you. Because the school uses masks, we'll have to wear those on that evening. So we apologize for any inconvenience that may cause, but important to try to keep the COVID situation away from the schools. And again, the moderator and I will be taping a TV show sometime around in early November to be broadcast for a week and a half before town meeting to make people aware of what the articles are and provide a brief description and have a brief discussion about those. So hopefully people will understand what we're trying to do and what the article's intent is and how that moves forward. So keep an eye on that. As far as COVID goes, our COVID numbers dropped to low 40s this past week, down from the high 50s, which is great. I know there's been a lot of discussion over the last week and a half about the Board of Health's decision to mandate masks effective this past Monday. They had a meeting this past Tuesday where they reversed that decision and are recommending masks be worn for those who aren't vaccinated and for people to continue to stay 6 feet apart when at all possible if you aren't vaccinated. I know it's been kind of a controversial, emotional week for a lot of people. The Board of Health meeting that occurred on Tuesday was, I think, a challenge for the chairman to keep track of. I think it's important for people to recognize that the members of these boards and commissions are volunteering their time and trying to do the best they can. Some of the behavior, I think, at the Board of Health meeting was a little over the top and unnecessary. But at the end of the day, the Board of Health reversed their decision and is not requiring masks any longer. So please make sure if you aren't vaccinated to make sure you still wear your mask and social distance. But beyond that, it's business as usual right now again, which is great. If anybody's interested in getting their first or second vaccination, there are 3 more vaccination clinics being held and sponsored by the Board of Health at the intermediate school. Those will be on October 16th, November 6th, and December 4th. Those again go from 10 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know the last one we had a couple of weeks ago, we had over 100 people there. So if you're interested in getting vaccinated, you can go online and make a reservation, or again, you can just walk in. You might need to wait a short period of time, but we'll get you in. We'll get you vaccinated if you're interested in doing that. Something exciting happening this weekend. The Kingston Recreation Department, the Waterfront Committee, and the Police Association will be hosting a Fall Fest down at Grays Beach. That'll be on Sunday, the 26th of September, from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 6 o'clock in the evening. There'll be bands, there'll be food trucks. If you're interested in getting a beer, I think there'll also be an opportunity to buy beer from a vendor down there as well. A lot of nice things going on. Great day. Weather's supposed to be pretty good, so it'd be fantastic to see a lot of people come down and support the Recreation Department, the Waterfront Committee, and the Police Association in their efforts of doing this. It's going to be really nice. You can check the kingstonrecreation.com website for more details, but we're hoping for a really, really nice day down there, and are excited to be offering this type of a program on a Sunday for people to come down and enjoy. So a lot going on, obviously. We're going to be gearing up for town meeting. I'll be making my presentation for the warrant, finalizing that with the board in the next couple of weeks. Moving on to the Finance Committee, who will start meeting again in the very near future to discuss whether or not they're going to support articles, and a couple of months from now will be a town meeting already again. So time's moving quickly, and hope you're able to take some time and participate this year. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you next week.